Hi everyone, how are you? I was sick last week, so I didn't do a lot of posting of videos, or recording them for that matter. Luckily, the time I was sick coincided with the time I was off between sessions here at my new job, so I'm feeling better now. But my congestion and a sore throat has led to me speaking in a slightly deeper tone, which is always pleasant. Anyway, some big stuff happened recently. The whole business involving the satirical paper in Paris. It's really awful stuff. And some people have been comparing a little bit to what happened with Sony and the interview. When I did my video on that for the collab channel, Movie Reviewers 100, I know some of you guys are watching our new subs, so you don't know that I'm on a collab channel with 6 other guys. We haven't really been active, but we will be very shortly again. Anyway, for the last video I did, I talked a little bit about the interview and how I totally understood, you know, Sony and the owners of the theater chains backing down and saying, yeah, maybe we better not show this movie if they're actually going to be threatening our patrons and our employees. And I got at least one comment saying, you know, it really is sad that we're, you know, backing down and not asserting free speech and everything like that. I'm like, well, it is sad, but then again, I'm not the one to make that call because I don't actually work at the theaters, you know, that could possibly be attacked, you know, and I wouldn't be going to see the movie necessarily. So it's not really my place to say, no, you guys need to stand up for, you know, freedom of speech and American values and show the movie anyway, despite the dangers. Now, in France, we had this people running this newspaper that were putting out these cartoons that they knew a certain cultural, you know, selection wouldn't like at all. They had been attacked previously, and they were attacked again. This time a lot of them were killed. And of course it was their decision to stand up for their rights, and I applaud that. You know, it's a tragedy what happened to them, and the people that killed them, they are awful human beings, and they don't deserve happiness in the afterlife or, you know, anywhere else for that matter. So yeah, I applaud them for being brave enough to do what they felt was, you know, the just thing, you know, and something that a free person would do given the circumstances, despite the danger. Yeah, it's a sad occasion, but also kind of inspiring as well. It wasn't a battlefield per se, but it was. You know, they died for a cause, I guess you could say. Anyway, moving on to a happier subject. Marvel, of course, has been in the TV business lately. They had the second season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I haven't been doing videos on every week, but I've been watching, and to be honest, I've probably been watching too much TV, because every week when I watch a new episode, I can't exactly remember where I left off with the previous episode. It's gotten kind of complicated. I feel like I need to rewatch the last maybe 5 episodes to sort of get caught up on what's happening there. However, the new series Peggy Carter just aired last week, and there's another episode due to air this week, and, well, actually it was 2 episodes last week, and this show is lots of fun. It's really exciting. I think the key difference in why this show is so much more fun and exciting than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is because it doesn't revolve around a team so much as it does one person trying to save lives despite the team. The team is of course, this American intelligence agency in the 40s, 1946, after the events of Captain America, the First Avenger, which came out in 2011, and Peggy Carter, Agent Peggy Carter, who's played by Haley Atwell, is working for them, despite the fact that she's a British agent. But she's treated with a lot of sexism from most of the people on the staff, who are all men. The one exception being Enver Gojaj, I think that's how I'm not sure how you say his name, but he was in Dollhouse, and he was amazing. And he's in this episode too. He's sort of like, not really her ally, but he's sympathetic to her in a way that a lot of the other men aren't. So she is working to stop the bad guys and doing whatever she can without her colleagues knowing about it, because they don't want her to do anything except stay in the office and file stuff and make coffee and things like that, answer the telephone. So that makes it more exciting what she's doing there, rather than you have a whole group of people that all are working together to stop the bad guys. Here you've got one person trying to stop the bad guys and not let her colleagues in on the fact that she's doing other stuff aside from what they tell her to do. So that's cool. And there's a whole bunch of really great character actors in this show. In the first 2 episodes, I recognized a whole bunch of faces. Don't know all the names, but one guy in particular stands out. That's James Frain, who is the guy with the voice box. He's one of 2 characters that has no voice box, apparently, no larynx, so he uses the vibrating mechanism to speak, and all of his scenes are great. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll be appearing in the series as a whole. It's 7 episodes, just these first 2, but it was really cool to see him. And of course, James Darcy apparently is playing the butler, Alfred, to Howard Stark's Bruce Wayne. You had Dominic Cooper, who is of course in again in the first Avenger, playing Howard Stark, Tony Stark's father. And so they're the good guys, basically trying to bring down the bad guys in their little glowing yellow fuel cells that could, blow up stuff and then suck it into a tiny little black hole, something like that. Anyway, it's a fun series so far, really, really a lot of fun, and I'm very pleased that it's gone so well so far. So I'll be watching more of that. What else? Oh yeah, there was a new Avengers trailer just came out yesterday. Showed pretty much just alternate shots of the same scenes as the previous teaser. Very little in the way of plot, and no humor at all, no jokes, which is something that they really did with the first Avengers trailer. I found this new trailer to be not all that exciting. The special effects look nice, of course. Obviously there's going to be a lot of action, but there's no real story or character development or anything like that. It's just basically everyone running around trying to stop Ultron and occasionally fighting each other. Thor grabbing Tony by the neck, Tony engaging Hulk in battle with the Hulkbuster suit and what have you. And believe me, I wouldn't even know that it was called a Hulkbuster suit unless I'd read about it online. But I like the fact that they're saving the story and the humor for the actual movie. Trailers like these are hard to avoid, even if you don't watch them online. If you go to the movies, you'll end up seeing one of them, and unless you close your eyes and cover your ears, you're gonna, hear something about it before you see the movie. And I'm, gonna do what I can to avoid getting spoiled by stuff, but I know just the basics of the storyline, and of course I'm very excited to see it. That's it for now. I wanted to mention James has got a new video up recently on his top 10 favorite trilogies, and I am going to do a video like that as well. I believe that Forkerball might have also done that, if they both have. I know James has, I'm not sure if Forkerball has, but I know James has, so I'm going to include his link below. I'm going to do a shout-out video for my new subscribers, and of course, at some point soon, I'm going to be running down my top 10 movies of 2014, and I have just recently booted Grand Budapest Hotel off the list. I had it ranked like in the top 5 first, then it was down to number 6, and then I rewatched the Darjeeling Limited, and I was like, oh no, man, this is so much better. Darjeeling Limited is my favorite Wes Anderson movie, and I just connected with it so much more emotionally than Grand Budapest Hotel. Grand Budapest Hotel is fun, and there's lots of really great character actors in it, which is a lot of, but I rewatched it a second time and was just like, this wasn't quite as great as I thought it was, or at least how I felt it was when I first saw it. So, sorry, Grand Budapest Hotel, it's off the list, making room for another movie, and possibly some other ones, because there's still a couple left that I have to see. Just last night I watched the new film by the Sparrow brothers, who did Daybreakers, this futuristic vampire movie. Their new film is called Predestination. It's a time travel movie. I thought it was really great. I thought it was lots of fun. I guessed some of the twists and revelations pretty early on, but still I had a lot of fun watching it unfold. It was very clever. And it's based on a Robert Heinlein short story, so I'll have to read that soon as well. So, yes, top 10 of 2014, shout-out video, 10 favorite trilogies, I guess, coming soon. Those videos will be coming up. I'll be doing those maybe next weekend or whatever. But just wanted to say hello and talk about some other stuff as well. So, thank you very much for watching. See you again real soon. Oh, also my Facebook page. In case you didn't know already, link down below to that. Great place to comment, offer feedback, stuff like that, rather than the usual Google Plus comment section. Not big on those, yeah. You can, go to Facebook, that's cool.